Then we get into the cutting techniques. Very visual.
We see to chop. He does that with the carrots. Then to dice. And he explains that means making small, sort of square shapes. Good for soups, he says.
Makes sense.
Then he shows different ways to slice an onion. And the leek just gets a rough chop. He jokes it's a good way to release tension.
Huh. Well, the visual aspect here is just so powerful. Seeing the action, hearing the word.
Multisensory learning.
Exactly. Okay, so from prepping, we move to the actual cooking methods.
Yeah, loads of essential cooking verbs here. It starts with to fry, and he explains the difference, shallow fry or saute with a bit of oil.
Versus deep frying with lots of oil.
Right. Then to saute is what he does with the onions and leek. Gives a tip to low heat so they don't burn.
And as he puts the veg in the pan, he uses verbs like to add, to toss in, even to throw in.
Yeah, explaining those subtle differences, that's often tricky for learners.
Seeing them used in context like that is invaluable.
And I liked how he emphasizes that it's okay to experiment, use what you've got. Cooking doesn't have to be rigid.
That's encouraging, yeah. Then he shows steaming the vegetables, just adds a dash or a little bit of water.
Puts the lid on the pan.
Simple. And she mentions a need to stir so things don't stick. Another basic but crucial verb.
Then to boil gets explained heating water up, obviously, and how you'd use it for beans or, well, the soup itself.
Speaking of beans, they get added next. For fiber, for substance.
Mentions chickpeas or lentils as alternatives, and we see him use a sieve to add the beans to the boiling water.
And the potato trick. That was interesting.
Oh, yeah, cut and tear them.
Apparently, it releases more starch, thickens the soup naturally, and a nice little cooking tip mixed in.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Then flavor adds more salt, pepper, and something called picante pimenton for a kick.
A bit of spice, which leads perfectly into the next really crucial step.
Tasting.
Exactly. He really stresses how important it is to taste as you go, to make, quote, modifications.